Libra horoscope for January 2020. Happy New Year, dear friends, and welcome to the first monthly horoscope for 2020 and the whole new decade. We are starting with some very exciting and very rare events like the conjunction between Saturn and Pluto, something we haven't seen for so many years. There is also a lunar eclipse in Cancer, Capricorn, which obviously is incredibly important. And the Sun is having conjunctions with Saturn and Pluto. As always, there is a new moon as well. And I will walk you through all of those events plus the other ones which you need to know about during January. So stay tuned. Before that, allow me to share with you my gifts for you. First of all, you can take the January 2020 calendar completely free just by signing below. Check the links. It includes the Google integration, which I love so much, and also the PDF version. The other surprise is that I have created a brand new program which is called Eclipses Journey 2020, and you can also join us for free during the first 3 days. This is a program which will allow you to reprogram your subconscious mind during the eclipses corridor, which is such an amazing and karmic period happening also right at the beginning of the year. So amazing. Okay, and with that being said, let's move to the first astrology event for the upcoming decade. There will be a conjunction between Mercury and Jupiter in your fourth house. Very nice, very positive, optimistic combination that may allow you just to expand your mind, to see things differently, but also to plan something about the future, something that you want to achieve. It could be about property issues or any other important theme that's related to the home situation and your family. It's a great time to plan traveling, or if you want to relocate or to move and change your home, this aspect may really help you. Basically, it brings new ideas, it brings expansion, it brings a more successful communication also with your family members, and that's all amazing. Then on the 7th of January, you also have a very positive aspect. The Sun is in your fourth house in a sextile with Neptune in your sixth house. First of all, very positive aspect for the family stuff, for communication with family members, receiving support or taking care of someone you love, or just feeling connected, feeling nice by sharing some time together. On the other side, the aspect may also help you to be more inspired and creative when it comes to your work, your daily life, your tasks, and just have more intuition, what you should do, what's the next step, what would be the best solution. So that's especially productive for artists, for creative people. And on the next day, on the 8th of January, there is a very similar situation. This time, Mercury will be in fourth house and will have a sextile with Neptune in sixth. And that's also amazing for relationships with, specifically with your family members, sharing something, being inspired by them or taking care of them, your kids, your parents, but also inspirational ideas when it comes to your work, your business. You may feel like you are guided, like your intuition is showing you what you should do when it comes to work and business. So it is very nice. Then on the 10th of January, we have one of the most karmic events of the whole year. There will be a lunar eclipse which triggers your 10th and 4th house, such an important position. This is one of the cardinal axes, and whenever something triggers your cardinal axis in the chart, it may bring more transformations and some really life-changing events. There could be a shift related to your career, something you need to let go, something you need to transform, but also a culmination seeing the results from something you have already worked for. And a very important question here is finding the balance between your personal life and your career. Mercury will be in conjunction with the Sun in your fourth house, which may allow you also to think a lot, to process things intellectually, and to have some ideas about what you should do and how you should do it. At the same time, with those events, Uranus is turning direct, which is so amazing and so exceptional. Uranus is stationary and turns direct on the 10th of January. Uranus is in your 8th house, and that means that you need to be extra careful with financial stuff, with expenses, with investments. There could be something surprising, something unpredictable. And this may also allow you to make drastic shifts around this day. After that, on the 12th of January, there is the next karmic and extremely rare event. Saturn in exact conjunction with Pluto in your fourth house. This may bring some serious, drastic transformations related to your personal life, your home, the people you live together with, and property issues as well. Another theme that is very important is also your personal experiences, the inner child, your deepest emotions. Some important things may ask you to kind of, handle with them, like experiences from the past may need to be healed, something that needs to be transformed. For many people, this aspect may trigger important changes like relocations or moving to another place, or some important changes with family members. And all of that requires from you to work hard, to be extra organized, disciplined, and to make transformations. So don't resist the changes because it will be more difficult. At the same time, Mercury is also joining Saturn and Pluto in your fourth house. And that can allow you to bring more awareness to what's happening, which is one of the most important things. When we have clarity about the situation, about what we should do, it's always so much easier. And use your mind in the right way to transform something, to recreate something, or to restructure your life in the way you wanted it to be. And shortly after that, actually on the next day, the 13th of January, the Sun will be in conjunction with Saturn and Pluto, and of course it triggers the same theme. Changes at home, you might feel empowered to transform something, but you also need to be cautious because things may not be that simple. There could be some possible confrontations with family members, or you may need to work harder to fix something at home, or there might be more responsibilities calling for your attention. So it is quite intense. But together with this intense combination, Venus, which is your ruler, is moving to your sixth house, which may allow you to enjoy more the work you have, to be more inspired, to feel more comfortable when you work. It's also a very nice position for negotiations or doing something that you truly love at work. Shortly after that, on the 15th of January, Venus in your sixth house will have a sextile with Uranus in eighth house. Very exciting combination, which can bring you positive emotions related to work, but also success in work. And when it comes to financial stuff, financial business decisions can be very successful. You can make some changes, something unexpected, but in a positive way, like investing in your business, buying something important, all kinds of, financial changes. And also, when it comes to communicating with coworkers, there could be some surprises, like you may improve the relationship, the communication with coworkers. as well. And on the 16th of January, Mercury moves to your fifth house. Let's be clear, your fifth house. And this can allow you to communicate more with people you're attracted to, like going on a date with a potential romantic partner, or also communicating more with your kids, having some creative ideas. If you are like me and you love reading, this aspect may also allow you to have more time to enjoy the books, the new information that you may have. But on the 18th of January, the same Mercury in fifth house will be squared by Uranus in eighth house. And this can bring some surprises, some unexpected situations, and even potential stress. Be extra careful with financial decisions, no investments, no gambling stuff. Taking risks may also be tricky. And with your kids, things might be too intense, so don't push them. They might overreact, or you might overreact. So it's just not the most harmonious combination. Even when it comes to love and romance, there may also be unpredictable things and situations. So make sure to be prepared. And on the 20th of January, the sun is moving to your fifth house. This is a very nice position. Honestly, this is one of the best positions for the sun, which may allow you to enjoy life more, to find time for the things that you love, like your hobbies, your kids, your romantic partner, to be more inspired and be more creative overall. So it's just about, feeling nice about yourself and your life. Really a great period begins. But on the 23rd of January specifically, there could be a stressful situation, including the sun. The sun in your fifth house will square Uranus in eighth house, and this can bring stress, surprises, unexpected situations when it comes to love, romantic life, creativity, your kids. By the way, when we have a challenging combination between fifth and eighth house, women should be extra careful for potential pregnancy, which comes out of the blue, and also be very careful with taking risks. I wouldn't recommend you actually to take some significant risks like extreme sports or important business decisions, financial stuff and investments. That may not be the best day. But at the same time, there is a positive aspect between Venus and Jupiter. Venus in sixth, Jupiter in your fourth house. This is a great aspect that can bring you new ideas or success when it comes to work and business. Also, the family situation can be improved. There can be more harmony, or you may have a new opportunity to do something with your family members. So it could be quite positive. And on the 24th of January, there is a new moon in your fifth house, which is so amazing. It's a great time just to concentrate on the things that you love. New love may come into your life. You might be attracted to something new. You might be inspired also to focus on a new hobby or do more things that you love. For people who want to have kids, this is also very supportive. And generally, it's just a fresh new start. And I would truly recommend you to think about the things that you would love to have, but from your heart. Not because you are supposed to want that or because it would be practical or whatever. Just listen to your heart and let it tell you what would be the best for you. Just write it down, meditate, make a ritual with that, and everything can change. After that, on the 25th of January, there is a positive aspect between Mercury in fifth house and Mars in third house. Great aspect for communication, for intellectual work, new ideas which you may implement immediately, take action, be proactive, Great time also for business negotiations, for all kinds of intellectual projects. And even when it comes to your romantic life, this is a great aspect for dates and meeting people. On the 26th of January, there is a challenging aspect. Venus in your 6th house will square Mars in 3rd house. Be very careful in communication and negotiations, especially at work. Document stuff may also bring some complications, or your plans for traveling may need to be changed. And overall, there could be lack of harmony at work. People can confront or may not be willing to make compromises or may overreact, so be extra careful. On the 27th, there is a very romantic combination between Venus and Neptune, but in your chart it falls in 6th house, which actually is not romantic at all. And what you can do with this aspect is actually to be inspired to do something you love at your work. It could be a new creative idea, creative project, focusing on the things that you love, especially for art, for creativity, for fashion industry. This aspect can bring even more inspiration and success. But still pay a little attention, because with Neptune, you can never know. Sometimes it could be something unplanned, sometimes it could be a secret or even a misleading information. I really hope that the aspect will be positive, but just keep something in mind that sometimes it could be a little messy. And on the 28th of January, there is another Neptune challenging aspect. Neptune in 6th house with Mars in 3rd house. Be very careful with all kinds of document stuff. There might be mistakes, there might be lies, something can be lost. And at work, things can be complicated. Just, try not to do the important stuff on this day. You may not be productive, you may not be even motivated enough. Also, in negotiations, things can be quite complicated, so I would recommend you avoid just all kinds of important business projects, document stuff, traveling, and maybe even just relax a little bit, find time for the things that you love, and later this will change, of course. And that, my friends, was the last event. Thank you so much for your time. Make sure to check your free gift from the links below. And I would love to see you in Eclipses Journey 2020 program. This is a totally new program that we are gonna all share together, and that will help you to change the things you want and reprogram your subconscious mind. As always, it was a real pleasure for me. Thank you for watching, and till next time.